All right, I beg your indulgence, Mr. Belby. I'm not moving too fast. I can't find your file, so give me a second.
Sure. I don't have anywhere I can go.
Me neither. We're just here. Uh, anyway, it's not in my queue, so I'll have to find it the old-fashioned way. This is called the initial arraignment, where the judge sets bail and schedules the matter for a hearing called a preliminary examination. Usually this is done by a magistrate, but they're not available today, so I'm marginally qualified to do this. All right. It is alleged that on or about 7/17 of 24 that you did an unwanted sexual contact with Deborah Ruth through force or coercion. That's commonly known as criminal sexual conduct in the fourth degree. Used to be what's called, it still is, it's a high court misdemeanor, punishable by up to 2 years in jail and a fine of up to $5,500. It is alleged this is kind of scary. This lady had a car for sale and she's alleging that you stopped and tried to reach under her shirt. So they took this complaint back in July. The police submitted it to the prosecutor on August 16th and a warrant issued. And if I understand correctly, you turned yourself in?
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you have an attorney? They mentioned there was something about an attorney that called on your behalf. Do you have an attorney?
I don't know. I called with a bail bondsman.
Okay. All right. You turned yourself in last night?
This morning. I found out about the warrant yesterday morning. I turned myself in this morning.
How'd you find out about the warrant?
Well, I had gotten something in the mail. It looked like something from a lawyer's office. And then I started doing some, I started calling around. I called the bail bondsman. He said that we should call the courts. So we called the courts and they said, yes, there is a warrant.
All right. Good morning. What do you do, Mr. Belby?
Well, I do odd jobs. I haul scrap metal and clean up property and stuff.
You live on White Pigeon Road?
Yes, sir.
Do you, are you on probation or parole?
No.
I looked in our records. You don't have anything other than maybe some speeding tickets and some other stuff and some minor things, but it doesn't appear you owe us any money. How far did you go in school?
Well, I made it to the 10th grade. Maybe I made it into the 11th grade.
Where was that?
Gull Lake.
Who do you live with out on White Pigeon Road?
I live by myself.
Is that a house?
Yes,
Do you own it or rent it?
I own it.
How long have you been here in St. Joe County?
About 6 years.
All right, couple issues. It does not appear from what I'm looking at that alcohol was involved here. But this is a weird set of circumstances. This lady's got a car for sale and you stop there and it was very inappropriate. On the plus side, you don't have any criminal record. You're not on probation or parole. You're a homeowner. You live here in St. Joseph County and have for some time. You turned yourself in. So I wouldn't say you're a flight risk. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a pre-exam conference for December 10th at 8:30. I'm going to set a preliminary examination if needed for December 17th, 24 at 1 o'clock. I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 cash or surety and post that through a bondsman. No drugs and no alcohol, although I don't think that's a factor. No contact whatsoever with the complaining witness, Deborah Ruth.
Of course not. I haven't contacted her since then. It was a
Yes,
mistake.
it does.
All right, let's hang on. Don't say anything else.
All right, well, it doesn't appear that you knew her, so you don't have any reason to contact her, but no weapons and no assaultive behavior. All right. All right, no drugs, no alcohol. I don't think that's an issue. No contact with Deborah Ruth or go to her address.
Of course not.
No weapons, no assaultive behavior.
Oh.
Your next hearing is December 10th, 2024 at 8:30. If you post the bond, you need to be there. If you don't post the bond, we'll have you brought over. And you're still at the White Pigeon Road address. All right, Mr. Balby, we'll see more about this on December 10th. What I want you to do is contact your lawyer
Okay.
as soon as you get out of jail and make an appointment to discuss this with them. All right, you're good to go.